started at this time. Seems like the actual building is under a bit of renovation. The previous tax office and benefit agency building. See all the cladding removed off the top of the building. They put foam cladding on the building. Seem to be ripping the cladding off the building for whatever reason. It's a rather noisy vehicle, isn't it? What's that supposed to be? So they've handed me a piece of paper several days ago saying that people can't film, but I've checked the law out on this and you can film in a public place within reason, and the only way camera facilities can be taken is with a court order. I'm having to do this because of the sly tricks from this location in misquoting the evidence, misquoting real-time events and accusing me of being violent when I've got no evidence. So I'm having to do this because they're coming out with lying, sly tricks. They make up stories with no evidence.
Thank you.
Oh, that's my daughter, yeah. I thought it was a service. Postcode 9 November July. Really? Thanks very much.
I've checked the tracking. I've got a number of parcels here waiting for me. Here's my ID.
You're not filming, are you?
People can film in a public place, and your staff are telling.
You've had a note saying that you can't
your staff
film,
are telling lies.
If you're filming, I can't see.
Yeah, but your staff are telling lies. I've got a parcel here for myself. There's my ID. Come on, law court ID.
Stop filming, and I'll sort it out for you. Yes, sir. You can't
But I
film.
can't do
You've
that.
had a notice about it.
Can't stop me from receiving my parcels.
Well, you can't film in here. When
Well,
you
I can
stop
because it's a
filming,
public
I will
place.
serve you.
The public owns the Royal Mail. I pay for the Royal Mail. I'm allowed to gather evidence. No, that doesn't apply. That doesn't apply. It's a public place. People can film in a public place. You're not understanding the law, are you?
It's a private company.
No, it's not. It's publicly owned. You've scammed it off the royal family. It's owned by the royal family, the Royal Mail. It's been owned by the royal family since 1516. That your staff didn't seem to understand, because you're not doing the research of your own jobs and your own concern. Pardon?
I can't serve you.
No, your staff are telling lies, so I need to gather evidence of your lies and put it on the internet. You've accused me of being assaulting behaviour when I wasn't assaulting behaviour, but you've got no evidence of that situation. It's your word against mine, so I need to gather evidence in future, because you're blatant liars and misquote the truth. You blatantly tell lies, so I need to gather evidence. Can I have my parcel, please?
As soon as you stop filming, you can have your...
Yeah, but I need my parcel. I can't stop filming because you're telling lies all the time.
No good.
Cheers.
Can I have my parcel, please?
As soon as you stop filming, Gary. I'm not telling you again. I finished serving you until you stop filming.
Well, I'm not going to stop filming. I'm going to walk away and get in touch with the common law court because you've refused my parcels. I'm going to get in touch with the common law court and have you prosecuted for refusing my paid for post. I need my parcels that I paid for. I'm not going to stop filming because it's a public place and you're telling lies and you're basically a bunch of scheming liars. If Channel 4 dispatchers can investigate the Royal Mail with hidden cameras, then I'm allowed to film, aren't I, obviously? If Channel 4 dispatchers can do it, I can as well. Because they've done an investigative report on the Royal Mail, on the scams at Royal Mail that are going on. And I need my post now that I paid for.
As soon as you stop filming, Gary.
I'm not going to stop filming. It's a public place. I need my parcels.
Thank you.
I need my parcels that I paid for.
Last time you were in, and you put it on the internet, I've seen it. You had.
Yeah, but you're totally a bunch of scheming liars.
You've been given a form telling you
no,
that you can't
that
film.
doesn't
I've been
apply.
told I can't serve
That is
you
not
if you're
law.
filming.
That the law is
Thank
I can
you.
film in a public place. I need my parcels now that I paid for. I need my parcels now that I paid for. I need my... No, I'm not going to stop filming. It's a public place. That's the law. I can film in a public place. I need my parcels that I paid for. So he's just walking away now. He's refusing to give me my parcels that I paid for, and they're telling lies. So I need evidence because they're a bunch of scheming liars. So I need evidence of fact because they're telling lies. Now he's gone and walked away now. I'm knocking on the door. Well, I'm getting sick of this. I'm going to report this to the common law court. This is totally a wasted journey today. It would have been easier to send it with the other couriers. I can't understand why the low-down tricks, the previous scam issue 3 or 4 years ago, was that I'm supposed to have been violent with the Royal Mail staff, and yet they've got no evidence of that situation. It's total lies. So now he's basically gone and walked away. Look, he's gone and walked away and refused me my parcels. So you basically see the office space now. Nobody's sat at the chair. You can see around here, he's not sat at the chair. There's no other customers inside the actual space here. He's told me that I can't film inside the place, and yet it's basically a public place and people are allowed to film in the public place. In fact, it shouldn't be owned by shareholders. It's owned by the royal family, Royal Mail. That's why it's called Royal Mail. It's been owned by the royal family since 1516 that they didn't even know about. So he's now refusing me my parcels and now walking away. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. If they've got Dawn's boots delivered by Royal Mail here that I've got to collect, and then they're withholding that parcel from me, and they're withholding the other parcels, it means contacting eBay and saying they've not been received and getting a refund and sending it with a different courier instead. That's what it means doing, doesn't it? It means saying that the parcels haven't been received and get to eBay to issue a refund afterwards. Right, totally ignoring the window and now pressing the bell. Right, they're totally ignoring the bell and totally ignoring the window. And I'm legally entitled to film in a public place because that is the law. So he's now basically gone and walked away and refused to hand me my parcels, even though the law, as I've already explained, people are allowed to film in a public place, and it is scheming and liars and con merchants who are allowed to gather evidence. So he's now gone and walked away now for no justified reason and not given me my parcels, and told me to switch the camera off, which I can't do because they're scheming liars and they con people. So I need to start gathering some evidence then, don't I, obviously. Right, I've been waiting here for some time now. I must have been waiting here 3 or 4 minutes now. Another customer's approached the area space. They won't give me my parcels. I supposedly can't film in a public place even though it's law.
Yeah, can I help you?
Yeah. Can I get that?
Of course you can. Some ID for me. Thank you very much.
I've got my ID, my common law court card, because they're prosecuting people with the common law court who break the law, and the post office have just broken the law with refusing my parcels and also burning my microchips that I sent from China after taking several weeks to get out here, that they're refusing to pass on to me. And they're not refusing, they've not bothered responsibly delivering post that is paid to be delivered to the home address over the past 2 or 3 years now at least. But at least I've gathered some of the evidence. And I'm supposedly the scum of the earth. The senior manager seems to think that I'm the scum of the earth. Where's the evidence for that? It's not me that's the scum of the earth. Your actions reported by Channel 4 dispatches. You're scamming off the public and robbing off the public the post.
Mr.
And there's
Kane,
evidence
you've had
of
a
that.
notice telling you not to film. As soon
If
as
Channel
you stop
4
filming,
dispatches
that's
can
it.
investigate Royal
Thank
Mail,
you
I
very
can
much.
investigate Royal Mail. If Channel 4 dispatches can do it, I can do it as well.
Sorry.
Well, you're now going to report it to the common law court for refusing my post. Have a good
No,
day.
I'm refusing to serve you while you're filming.
No, I'm allowed to film in a public place and you're scamming off the public and you're telling lies, so I need to gather evidence.
Okay, have you gathered enough?
Well, there's a 1 or 2 hour documentary been made by Channel 4 dispatches on the scamming dodgy tricks and the incompetent methods at Royal Mail. But they've just refused to give me my post, and I basically gathered the evidence, telling me that I've got to switch the camera off. But if they're telling blatant lies and I've got no evidence and they're misquoting the conversation, how otherwise am I supposed to explain the truth? If I switch the camera off now, they could accuse me of being abusive and make up a pack of lies, and then I've got no evidence afterwards, have I? If they accuse me of saying something or doing something and I switch the camera off, I've then basically got no evidence. Those are the issues.